Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update this channel daily. If you love this watch, see it and purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. Today we are discussing a 2017 Baselworld launch that's a little bit counterintuitive. This is the Tudor Black Bay 41. Yes, Black Bay, as in the Black Bay divers. What it shares is the essential footprint on the wrist as well as the vintage references of the Black Bay family, but in a simplified package sans date and without a rotating bezel. So a simplified, stripped down Milgauss type of watch for the Tudor line. On my wrist, 16 centimeters in circumference, you can see it does have that 41 millimeter stance. This is the largest of the Tudor Black Bay size series. It's also slim, 11 millimeters thick. That's Rolex slimness in a Tudor package. And lug-to-lug, it's a manageable 49.9 millimeters with a broad 22 millimeter lug spacing. So though vintage inspired, it does have a broad and contemporary stance. It packs a bracelet that's built to match, and I'm particularly enamored of the pivoted end link, so the actual lug-to-lug dimension of the watch is the size across the wrist. You can see how the bracelet can pull straight down. It doesn't have any fight or flare. It doesn't want to arc out over your wrist. The links are staggered both in size and in alignment. You can see polished on their outer faces, satin finished on their top with plenty of gaps on the underside to vent the wrist and avoid pinching skin or pulling hair. And you can see there are removable links fixed by screws, no pin sleeves here. A surprisingly upscale clamshell system. You can see that there are spring-loaded pin snaps inside the clasp so that this rather robust swing arm design and its clamshell lock will remain tight over time as the metal simply can't wear down the ceramic pin. You'll also appreciate the fact that the clamshell fits flush both across the top and across the flank of the clasp. Nicely made and substantial. Also appreciate the fact that internally you have a number of different anchoring points, so you can actually size this one quite precisely, change the anchoring point of the bracelet, and thus get the perfect fit. The timepiece features a Tudor shield that is actually blazoned on the back of the clasp itself, and a case that, although mechanically finished, does evoke the kinder, gentler era of Rolex and Tudor cases back when those hand-finished bevels always graced the flanks of the lug, so that's a much appreciated refinement. No crown guards here, vintage inspired once again, and a big crown style crown. You can see that it's a little bit oversized, but in a handsome and evocative fashion with the original Tudor Rose logo blazoned on its outward face, and oddly, on the dial, the Tudor Shield logo blazoned at 12, so it actually has both. You have a combination of polished and sheer sides with satin tops and a polished conical bezel about the watch. Minimalist. This one's mostly about the dial and the crown. You'll also appreciate the visible blackened sleeve that holds the actual stem tube assembly. That's one of the styling features common between this watch and the general rotating bezel Black Bay series. Now the dial is a semi-gloss blue that's handsome against the applique indices and the white-toned Superluminova, which is absolutely torch-like at night. There will be a lume shot. You can see Tudor snowflake-inspired seconds hand and hour hand, and outboard there is a chapter ring for the seconds and minutes to be read more carefully. Minimalist dial text, Tudor Genève rotor self-winding, a vintage inspired with a barrel-shaped profile to the self-winding script, and of course all of this should serve as a lesson to big sister Rolex. Less is more. Turning it over underneath the case back, interesting use of an ETA here, one of the last in the Tudor current catalog. ETA 2824, 25 joules, automatic winding, 38-hour power reserve, 28,800 vibration per hour beat rate with stop seconds or hacking. All of this water resistant down to 100 meters. It is a robust timepiece 150 meters. It's a robust timepiece that packs a whole lot of value in as much as you have a tank-tough movement that can be serviced anywhere, and then you also have a case that's slim in profile. The perhaps unflattering aspect of the Tudor manufacture movements is that they are so thick, and they really do turn those watches into something of a compromise in comparison to Rolex cases. Well, ETA 2824 and 292 movements are quite slim, so this watch manages to remain svelte and versatile. You can see this Tudor Black Bay 41 and make it yours on the watch box. Tudor Heritage Black Bay 41. Lume-wise, this is as good as it gets.